Hey, what's up, y'all? So, had something kind of cool happen today that was a realization. Today is a very rainy day, and I decided to go do some quote service calls on some of our rental properties. And so I just got a phone call, and that's what happened with that. I apologize for that. Hopefully, nobody else will call in. Like I said, it was a rainy day, and I decided to go do some service calls on some rentals that we have. And it was interesting on both houses. Most of the things that there were small things, but most of them were operator errors or things that I should have known about the property anyway. So one of them, the dishwasher wasn't working correctly. Turns out the reason why the dishwasher wasn't working correctly is because we didn't know how to operate it. This was a newer acquisition, the first time we've had anybody in the house, and so with one of the top mount dishwashers, when you open it is when the controls light up, and when you close it, they turn off. Who'd have thought that? But anyway, so the cool learning lesson was, why should you go out and work on your rental properties? So something that we do is that whenever we have somebody move into a property, we have them do what's called a move-in inspection sheet. A move-in inspection sheet has them go through and shake the house down. They list everything they see that needs to be being fixed. They note if they see any chips on anything, and I want them to go through and look at everything throughout the whole house and then send that list back into us. What that does is that establishes how the tenant left the property, but what it also does is it allows us to know if anything needs to be fixed. So they actually grade the tenant that just left. We don't do that. We allow the new tenant to do that. That way there's no kind of thing saying, well, you didn't like what I thought, or we left on bad terms, so you didn't. Anyway, there's none of that. This tenant grades the last tenant, and we tell every tenant that you're grading the person that just left. So we get that inspection in and we look at it. Now, what I do that's kind of cool is we don't go fix things right then. I wait about 2 or 3 weeks. Well, let me clarify. I wait 2 or 3 weeks, assuming it's not something like, dude, there's an exploded pipe under the house. If it's something like that, we're out there like that. But if it's something like, hey, there's an outlet over here that doesn't work, we wait. Here's why. So today I went to go look at 2 different new tenant installs, and I was working at both of those houses. Now, the outlet, and there was an outlet that wasn't working. When I went out there, it was intentionally not working. This was a 220 outlet that used to be for a window unit that is no longer needed because the house now has central heat and air. But the tenant put it on there, and if we have an outlet that's not working, I'm going to make sure they've got one that's working. So I came out there, and they've been in there for about 3 weeks. The reason why I waited that long was so now I can see how they're treating our house. And I didn't tell them I was coming today. I told them at the beginning of the week, we're going to be scheduling service calls. We'll give you a call sometime this week to set it up. This morning, I texted them and said, hey, it's a rainy day. We're going to be doing service calls. Is it okay? Is anybody at the house? Can I come out today? And they were already at work, and they said yes. This was really cool because I got to see what the house looked like without them knowing I was coming. They didn't have a chance to clean up, nothing. And guess what? When I got out there, I got another phone call. So the house was amazing. The house was well taken care of. And that was really cool. We got over there, told them what was going on with the outlet. Life is good. Then we went to the next house. The next house was the one with the dishwasher. Now, we didn't let that go as long because not having a dishwasher is a big deal. They didn't know I was coming. I texted them this morning and said, hey, we're doing service calls. Can I come out today? Is anybody home? And they said, no, just go ahead. Great. I get out there, and y'all, the whole house is immaculate. I'm talking about every house, every bedroom in there had the beds made with throw pillows on it. It looked like those things that you see at like Bed Bath & Beyond. And I'm like, who does this? But they're in my house. And the way that I knew that they were going to be that way was because we went and did in-homes on all these people. And when we went to go do in-homes in them, we went and met with them before they moved into our house, and their house already looked good. So now I have further confirmation. They're in our house. 2 to 3 weeks later, they've moved in, they've got settled, the boxes are gone, and both houses look great. So that is a cool little tip that if you have rental property and you do the move-in inspection, wait just a little while before you go out to fix things. And I like to do it myself as opposed to sending out one of the guys. The reason I like to do that is so I can go ahead and get a visual as to how the tenants are taking care of the property and make sure things are going good. So that was a good learning lesson for today when it's so rainy and you need something to do. Go out there and take a look at your own rental properties and see how things are going. Y'all have a great day.